Hi, my name is Christine,
And my name is Mary.
and we are sisters, and together we are the co-hosts of this podcast, Dawson Cries. Hi, listeners, how are you all doing? I hope you're all doing really well. Mary's laughing at me, but listeners, I think about you all week when I don't get to talk to you directly through the pod. Um, we are really getting deep into season 4. I can't believe we're already 4 seasons deep in Dawson. Episode
Ugh.
11. Mary, it's been a long time.
4 seasons deep in Dawson.
4 seasons deep in that D.
Ugh.
This episode has a great title, The Tao of Dawson. It's very Buddhist, Zen, existentialist. Maybe not existentialist. I don't know. But whatever. It's a Eastern religion. And I feel like, listeners, I need some Tao, some Zen in my life right now. It's been crazy. Things have just been really, really insane, which is part of the reason, if you're a longtime listener, you know why Mary and I started this podcast, is so that we could have a bit of escape from the just complete insanity that's going on in our world right now, specifically our country. Mary's gonna kick us off this week. Mary, let's have a moment of Zen.
Oh, listeners, I would love to bring you into the Tao of Dawson. Let's get that D. So Dawson and Pacey have gone fishing. They're having a very relaxing afternoon. They're on the docks. They got the poles out. Okay, these guys are friends again.
Wait, Mary, I don't
okay?
think it's the afternoon though.
What is it?
I think it's like
you're
the
so
break
right.
of dawn. No, I just
Ass cracking on. It's the morning cock-a-doodle-doo. Dawson's D is up bright and early.
Oh, Mary.
Have you heard of Morning Wood? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so
You
they're
sound like
out
Grams.
I know. They're out on the docks. They got their rods in their hands. Pacey is having a very hard time keeping his eyes open. I told myself I was going to be more serious this episode before we started, and that
No.
went right out the window. So, Pacey's having a very hard time shaking off the sleepies, and Dawson's like trying to chat mile a minute. He's got a lot of things he wants to talk about. And Pacey's like, "You're going to wake up the fish." And Dawson's like, "You dumbass, fish don't sleep." Listeners, is it true?
That's a good, is it true? I was like, really? Question
Do
mark
fish
gift?
sleep? Yeah, is that true? I don't know. That might be the first lie of this episode.
I think they've got to be. How could you not sleep?
You can't. I mean, can you be a living thing and not sleep?
Maybe they go into a catatonic state.
That's what I feel like I'm in right now.
Oh, me
So-
too, Mary.
So
or the expression sleeps with the fishes.
right, that just means you're dead.
Yeah, that just means you're sleeping. The fishes are swimming around you.
Yeah, no, you're dead, and the fishes.
Yeah,
are
I know. But like, if you're sleeping and the fishes are sleeping too, with
Oh, yeah, good
But-
point.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't
Sorry.
know. So
that's a
listeners,
red
if you
herring.
know- Oh wow, that was bad. If you know anything about fish, at us. We'll give you the details at the end of the episode.
Give us those fish facts, baby. Yeah.
So, Dee really quickly confesses his crush on Gretchen to Pacey. Okay, no holds barred. He is not weaseling around like he's some sort of slimy prosecutor. He's telling the truth, and he's being very upfront about the facts. He makes a Wonder Years joke about Winnie Cooper,
Aw.
who some might argue could be the original Joey. Again, is it true? What's your opinion? This is opinion, not a fact. Pacey,
That's good to point out, Mary. That's important. To
yeah,
note
it's important in
today's
these trying times to just say, when something's an opinion. So, that was my op-ed right there. This is like a really scattered intro, but Pacey is in denial about this crush, but Dawson could not be more clear. He's being very honest and open and straightforward because he thinks being straightforward is the best policy. But Pacey's like, oh, no. Sisters are off limits, okay? They're like mothers, only pretty. Christine, I know that we have both heard our fair share of your sister jokes, and they are not funny.
No,
Moving
but
on.
also Pacey is the same guy who slept with a mother-aged woman in the first episode.
Ooh,
So Pacey,
true, good point.
Tamara, yeah, I was just like, okay.
Tamara, holla at me. But Dee's like, oh, bro, I am not asking permission. I'm just letting you know. Okay, I'm just letting you know.
I like that.
I'm gonna make a move.
These
And
like,
Pacey's-
yeah, like it's decided. I'm just
Yeah,
out
there's
of
nothing
courtesy.
you can do about it. You already missed to steal your girl. Okay, I'm gonna steal your sister, so deal with it. But Pacey's like, okay, bro, like, what's your plan? Dustin's like, I don't have a plan. Okay, some things cannot be forced. And Pacey's like, okay, so the Tao of Dawson is to do nothing. And he's like, I've done nothing so far, and we already locked lips, sucker. So, I mean, that's kind of that.
Yeah, Dawson's embracing being a man without a plan, which is funny
Yeah.
because he is always like a man with a plan.
Oh, he has a lot of plans and schemes.
So scheming, stay scheming.
Yeah.
But I really kind of like this new attitude. He's like, Pacey, I'm telling you this is how it is, but I'm also not going to do anything about it.
Right.
But it's true. Like, I think like he did learn a lot from the like overwrought fretting about what to do about Joey, and that obviously backfired and didn't work out for him. So he's like, you know what? If I just don't do things, let them develop as they will. I already got a kiss out of it. Yeah, I like
It
the new
also
attitude.
kind of feels like he's just enjoying the crush.
I mean, that's very
it's part of the
that's
fun.
like yeah, like you got to kind of let that last because
Yeah, but if I was him, I'd be going fucking crazy because last episode they were under the Christmas tree with the snow. She was like, sometimes a kiss is just a, and then it cuts
Mary,
off.
yeah, you really were like.
But if you were D in that moment, what was the rest of the walk home like? He wasn't like, okay, so what were you gonna say before it starts snowing?
Mary Dawson is new. He's a Taoist now, so he's all chill about it.
Okay, Christine, do you think that the Tao of Pooh was on their high school curriculum and that's why we're getting all this Tao stuff?
I don't remember when that book came out, but probably because it was on ours.
It was
and
on
they were
our
in-
high school curriculum.
Yeah, they were in high school around then too. So probably it's
Yeah.
probably a connection,
Yeah.
or maybe they're studying like ancient Chinese philosophy. I don't know.
Could be.
But it's very much like go with the flow.
Right.
That's like basically what Taoism is. So Dawson's embodying that. I like it. I strive to be that way myself.
I strive to be that way, but my
Well,
anxiety doesn't let it happen.
yes.
And like control everything that you can, and even the things that you can't.
Oh,
So bad.
Mary. Well, it's deceptively difficult to go with the flow. Yeah.
Yes,
But Dawson's trying it out.
it is, and I like it. It looks good on him. I think
It
Dawson
does.
looks pretty good this episode. There's a future scene that he looks hot, and then I made a note.
Woohoo, Mary!
Oh, look right there, things are
Mary wants
heating up.
that D, that
Oh my
dirty
God,
dog.
There was one episode where you and I said that Dawson looked hot, and my friend who listens, she's a listener from England, and she
Shout
messaged me
out.
on WhatsApp to tell me, I cannot believe you said that Dawson was hot. That's insane. And I was like, when did I say that? And she like named the episode, and I was like, oops, call that.
You're gonna get a WhatsApp message tomorrow,
I'm gonna hear
Mary.
about it. Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, Dawson.
So, okay, so the apple of Dee's eye, Gretchen, is headed back to her old school. Not because she's re-enrolling in college, but because she wants to pick up her car. She needs to get it back from her ex-boyfriend, Nick. Girl, I got an ex-boyfriend named Nick, too. I feel your pain. Pacey loves Nick. Can't get enough of him. And Gretchen wonders if Pacey's love of Nick has anything to do with a certain little D, even though her and D are just friends. They're listening to a mix CD made by D.
Oh.
I don't know, Christine, if we know anything about adolescent love, it is that you do make mix CDs for your friends, but there's a hidden message always tucked inside track 3.
Oh my god. Well, it's when it's a co-ed mix CD,
Ugh.
it's always a subtext of love.
Damn, I miss a good. You know, I had a boyfriend recently. We made each other Spotify playlists.
Oh, that's the updated version.
That's the
2019.
new. That's the new version. And then we broke up, and I was like, I'm deleting that fucking playlist. He's not gonna listen to that again. Like, I deleted it so quick.
Oh,
So
yeah, there's
addictive.
something so transient about that the Spotify
Music.
playlist.
It's the food of love. Isn't that what they say?
Oh, they should. It can be an aphrodisiac.
Yeah. A big one.
I want to make a mix CD now.
Oh my god. Here we go, listeners. Here we go.
What are you saying, Mare?
No, it's good.
Listeners.
It's good. Yes, if you feel moved to do so, you should.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I will. I have not burned a CD in a long time. I have actually ripped a CD recently.
I don't even remember how to burn a CD.
Yeah, well, you remember you get the stack of them?
Yeah, well, I remember the stack.
You get a whole
it's like you
tower.
gotta like Google like how to do this illegal act. It's like nowadays you couldn't be doing that.
Oh, right. Well, you'd have to if you want to like do it the official way, download it illegally and then burn it.
And then burn it.
And hope you get the right song and not a virus.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you'd get the wrong song.
Yes, you do.
You know what happened to me recently on Spotify? Okay, I was out on Saturday night and I was really drunk and I came home. The next day I was looking at my Spotify and my most recently downloaded song was a song I'd never heard before in my life. I was like, what the F happened? Did I get drunk and download the song accidentally? Or is someone like in my phone?
Mary, that's a mystery.
Because sometimes I'll go and like look at recently opened apps and they're apps I did not open. Like my Dropbox was open today. I didn't fucking open my Dropbox. But I'm like, you know, I got fat thumbs. Maybe I was just clicking around and it opened and I didn't notice. I mean, I'm trying not to be too conspiracy theorist, but there was a song that I've never heard before in my life that was downloaded on my phone.
Did you like the song? Did you listen to it?
I listened to it because I was like, what is this? And I never heard it before.
Was it good? What kind of song?
It was like kind of,
Was it a love song?
No, it was all instrumental.
Oh.
It was very weird.
Maybe someone took your phone and downloaded their favorite song.
I think it was like Carlos something.
Carlos Santana? Smooth? It was like, this is how the song goes, Mary.
Yeah, it's like, look at bitch. Like, you need to take a vocal lesson.
You're gonna
no,
sing
it was not
it.
Carlos Santana. Okay, I know who he is. It was someone else. Starts with a C. But anyway, it was very eerie to me.
Would feel a little invasive, yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Well, listeners, if you know who downloaded the song on Mary's phone,
Listeners,
tweet at us.
I've had other weird things happen like that too. Like a couple of years ago, someone came to my house and rang my apartment doorbell and said, "Is Mary home?" And my roommate said no, because I wasn't. And they like got his description, and it was like a guy. And I asked every guy friend I know who knows where I live if they came to my house, and they all said no. Like, who the F came to my house?
That's creepier than the phone thing, Mary.
Both are creepy.
The phone you might have done by yourself, but the visit is like,
I know,
who is this
right?
person? Yeah.
I was like, did someone visit me from the future?
Oh
that
my
I don't know
God.
yet.
I
I
feel
like
like
very
you-
into time travel, but maybe it was just a creep. But how would they know where I live? And why would they not come back?
Well, hopefully they don't come back.
I know, it was so weird. My roommates were really freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
Listeners, if you're thinking about doing that, don't.
Don't. Just send a note first. It's very creepy.
Oh my God. Well, maybe we should jump back into the ep.
Yeah, jump back in.
Well, Dawson and Jack, they're chatting about... Dawson's kind of having... he does this all the time. A veiled conversation. So he asked Jack how he felt when Pacey was dating Andy. If he was okay with it. If it bothered him at all. And Jack was like, no, it didn't really bother me. I mean, I didn't really know Pacey at all at the time.
Right.
If you and Andy were dating, he's like, well, actually, no. The whole thought just freaked him out so much that he couldn't even picture it. He's like, just don't do that.
Why, though? They're all dating each other.
Yeah, I mean, that did kind of seem over dramatic, but Jack was like, you can't.
Well, maybe Jack's just like, I can't stand the drama. There's too much drama in this friend group.
Well, I could understand that.
Right.
But Dawson's basically asking this because he told Pacey that he has feelings for Gretchen, and Pacey expressed his less than enthusiastic response to the idea of those two dating. And he was like, is it really a big deal to date a sister? Is she really off limits?
No.
No. And Jack seems to think Dawson should just follow his heart, be honest with Gretchen. I guess Dawson wrote her a love note from when he was very young, which is sweet. So Dawson, too. Such a Dawson thing.
Extreme D.
So, yeah, like, just total on brand for the Dawson. And Jack's basically like, well, Dawson, maybe you should just act like a kid. Like, let your emotions guide you. Dawson's like, oh, the last time I did that, I got into a big boat wreck in the regatta and nearly killed everyone.
Oh, so true, that regatta.
And Jack's like, oh, good point. But, he's like, I guess you've uncovered Zen in the art of dating. This is your new vibe. And Dawson's like,
if I could have Zen in the art of dating, it'd be awesome.
I know, I need that too. I feel like everyone could use that. Dawson, where's that book? But no, Dawson's committed to being more mature and outgrowing his impulses and letting his emotions rule over all of his actions and thoughts and deeds. So I think that's a positive development in his character.
And I also like that he's not trying to control Gretchen's feelings.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you were saying, like he could. The writers easily could have made him freaking out over this.
Right.
Perplexed. Does she like me? Does she not? I don't know what to do.
I mean, I feel like that would be the natural way to feel.
Yeah. No, it is. It takes a lot of, like, detachment and, like, self-ease and ease with, like, the situation to just be like, you know what? I'll just, like, see what happens.
Yeah, and Christine, this is actually the scene that I thought Dee looked really cute in, because he's wearing this, like, little baseball hat, and it looks really cute on him.
Oh, Dawson.
Don't you love a baseball hat, though? Be real.
I do, actually do. I think I told you about it recently.
I know you do.
Yeah, it's a cute look.
It's flattering on the little D.
Oh, Dawson. Those long hair.
Oh, yeah. It's out of his eyes with the hat. Oh, man. So then we're back at the yacht club. It's closed for renovation. Drue is bored as F, and he's trying to get some ass. He's looking at his cell phone, swiping right, swiping left. Actually, I don't know what he's looking at because it's before the age of Tinder, or probably even like a Google app on your phone. So I guess
definitely
texting or looking at the name on his phone.
Maybe he's sexting.
Ooh, he might be sending a sext.
He could be.
Always fun. So Joey is going to work on her term paper tonight. That's like her big weekend plans. And Drue's like, oh, let me guess the topic of your term paper. Is it how to keep a boyfriend and your virginity, or many uses of the human hand? Like, Drue, you are very quippy. I'll give you that. You got the quip. It turns out that Miss Valentine is sending Drue away to spend time with his dad this weekend. Apparently his dad is very into meditation and crystals. Speaking of this, like, Tao stuff.
Right.
And he's going to hang out with his son for once. So there's that.
Yeah, the dad put away his crystals for the occasion.
Hard to do.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
You don't have to put them away. I mean, you could leave the crystals out and just be with your son.
You could, although I don't know. I knew this woman who collected crystals. And, like, she was very wealthy, so she could afford, like, very, very large ones. She had to get one, like, transported into her house by crane or something crazy.
That's a person that has too much money.
That's, yeah, I agree. She did have way too much money.
Who's this?
What?
I want to know who this is off the pod.
Yeah, I'll tell you off the pod. It's just crazy though. But I feel like if this crystal mania gets too crazy, there might not be room for Drue.
Crystal mania. I'll say. Wow.
Crystal mania, baby. Yeah. I don't know. Get a little wild. And the energies, not to mention. flowing through
Right.
that
Well,
place.
Drue's bad energy. He's bad vibes, so we know this.
Yes, Drew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they're
is
like,
Mrs. Valentine, so
no,
I
yeah, I
don't
can see
blame
where
him
he
for
gets it from.
falling
Yeah.
into the crystal craze.
Oh my god. Well then, I guess Gretchen and Pacey arrive
Oh God.
at Nick's place, and
Oh,
Gretchen's like, "Oh, what the hell? Like my car, the hood's up. It's like being worked on. It's
Oh,
not
busted.
It's not ready to drive. Yeah, it's a busted
No.
car." And like Nick's kissing some girl goodbye. I guess he's got a new
Busted,
girlfriend.
baby.
Yeah, this looks like it's just a big fail.
This is a cluster.
This is a cluster.
Oh my God,
And then-
Christine, Nick looks hella dopey. Can we agree?
He does look dopey.
He's so
That's
dopey.
a good description.
His hair looks fake. It looks like they crimped it, like
Ew.
bits of a wig, and then glued it on his head.
So do his lips.
He looked weird.
He looks like a wax mannequin.
Yeah, he's
But-
not.
Yeah.
Modest.
It's like, have you like had your jaw wired shut?
No. He looks strange. He looks
did look-
strange.
And
He was hugging some strange woman,
Yeah.
looking dopey. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm just fixing your carburetor, and I'm giving you some new tires because I'm worried about your tread." I'm like, "I do not trust you."
No.
What was your
Yeah.
first impression?
He's like such a smooth talker. He gives her some really, really cheesy line about like, I'm sad that I don't want to betray your trust. I don't want to hurt that. But I would be even more upset if you got hurt. Like,
And
in a
it's
car
like,
wreck.
you know what?
Aww.
She can drive. She doesn't need you to save her. And of course, this like savior complex thing really appeals to Pacey. He's like, "That's a good man looking out for a woman."
That
And
is
I'm
like totally Pacey.
Fuck
That's
all this shit. I have my middle finger in the air right now. You can't see it, but it's there. I'm like, no, I'm sure she can drive her own car without you changing the tires.
Yeah, and what have you been doing this whole time? Like, Gretchen's been in Cape Side a while.
Have you been off-roading it? Yeah, this is actually you being messed up, and you should have gotten this taken care of earlier.
Yeah, like, you knew she was coming. Why do you put this
Yeah.
off till the last second?
Exactly. Yeah,
Oh my
and then
God.
it even gets more fucked. It gets more fucked up, but we'll get there later. So, oh
Yeah.
my God. So,
Mary, Arthur, and Evelyn.
yeah,
They
Arthur. What AI stands for is Arthur.
Arthur.
All I'm thinking of is the Arthur cartoon with his hand in a fist.
Oh, Arthur.
That meme. That was
Yes.
AI Brooks to a T. He's always got his hand in a little fist.
That is true. That is a suitable name for him.
Yep. They're going on a fucking date. That was my note.
I said they're having a fling. AI and Grams. I didn't know her name was Evelyn. We
Oh.
learned that too.
AI and Evelyn.
AI and Evelyn. Dawson witnesses their little budding romance because Dawson's
Not
giving
pleased.
Grams some clothes to drop off the church
Oh
to
my
donate.
God.
Grams is like has to deal with all the church stuff.
Yeah, right?
But their date, Mary,
Oh, God.
they're going to get some Leary's fresh fish.
Get that fish. Get that fish.
And what are they saying? Almost famous?
Almost famous.
That's kind of funny.
It is funny.
It's like, oh, these two.
Are they gonna like it?
I don't know. I mean, I saw it probably like 8 years ago. I liked it. But I wouldn't expect Grams to like it.
No.
It's not a Grams movie.
I can imagine Grandma going to see like The Passion of the Christ.
Yeah. Ten
Something along those
Commandments.
lines, you know.
Yeah. Almost famous.
Right. But D's like asking her 101 questions. And Grams is like, "Are you this protective of Jennifer?" And Dee's like, "Well, Jen is well versed in the pitfalls and problems of relationships." And Graham is like, "And so am I, you fool." She's like, "I have been around the block and around the block again. So don't come at me with your patronizing patriarchal bullshit." Right?
That's totally right. Yeah, Grams had to tell him.
Yeah. Soldier boy will tell you.
Oh, that's a good one to sing.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, Mary. So
Oh, this Joey Drue storyline, right?
Joey,
It's the worst.
Drew, drama.
Drama.
They're at the, as you say, the yacht club.
Oh, they're at the yacht club.
They are having to do inventory, moving boxes into storage or something, and in classic comedic tragic fashion, they're putting the boxes away, and the door suddenly shuts. And
Yeah,
oh no,
suddenly.
they're locked in the storeroom together.
Oh, no.
With no other way out.
Oh, the time before cell phones.
Well.
Although, you know, my biggest fear is like that woman that got stuck in an elevator for 3 days.
Ugh.
And I just keep thinking, like, she didn't have a cell phone. 3 days!
That's terrifying.
I don't know. I don't know how you make it. But she did.
She probably got a little crazy.
Of course. Of course
Yeah.
not. What are you going to eat? What are you going to drink?
Nothing.
She's
It's such a
trapped in
tiny
there.
space.
It's terrifying because it's an elevator.
Yeah, I feel like I try to pry it open, but then you're like facing a wall.
Exactly.
There's no escape. It's a death box.
I'd be smashing those buttons. Smash that like button.
So I
Smash that alarm button.
take those steps all the time.
Oh my god. But from
Yeah.
here on, yeah, I don't think I'd ever get in an elevator again.
No, I probably wouldn't. I'd be like, got a phobia.
So yeah, they're totally locked in the storage closet, and the cleaning crew isn't coming until Monday morning. And this is a Friday night.
Yeah,
so
they got the whole weekend.
they're screwed.
Yeah.
Drue very quickly starts going through Joey's purse while she tries to open the door with an eyebrow pencil. I mean, it's dissolving into chaos very quickly.
Yeah, Joey's like in a panic. She's like, fuck this, I'm getting out. Yeah, Drew's like, well, we gotta see our rations. He's got like a Slim Jim.
Oh my god.
Gross.
Yeah,
Of course he has a Slim Jim.
Yeah, of course, some beef jerky for his jerky. His jerky ass.
Jerky ass. Joey's got like 2 mints.
Yeah.
They're in dire straits.
Yeah, they're not gonna make it. I mean, they need water. That's what they really need.
Yeah, well, they could live like 3 days without water.
3 days, you can.
I thought you could live like 7 days.
Without
Listeners,
food.
you have to tell us. Is it true? Can you live 3 days?
They're gonna be
or
in
7
there
days
like
without
3
water?
days.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Well,
I was
2
worried
really.
about them.
2.5.
That's why it's really important to just always have a water bottle on you.
Mm.
Listeners, please listen to me. Do it, and keep a granola bar in your bag too.
It just might save your life.
You
when
never
you're trapped.
know when you're just gonna need a little bite or a little sip.
Oh, Mary.
You know,
It's
We're
good
gonna be
advice.
trapped somewhere with a loser like Drue.
Well, Drew would have like eaten it right away.
Well, I wouldn't share. I wouldn't share if I was stuck with Drue.
He'd probably like steal it.
Yeah, I'd hit him like Joey.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, Drew's instantly talking about her virginity, and he's
Oh, what a
like,
fucking pervert. He's like Chris Matthews talking about virginity.
so pervy. Oh my god. He's basically like, oh, you're a virgin because you don't trust men. Like, well,
Yeah, and for good fucking reason.
yeah. Like, do you
I don't
blame
trust
her?
him
You
either.
can't. You can't.
He's a slimy trickster.
Yeah, Drew is slimy. Becca, I know you kind of like him.
Well, I like him I mean, he's bad this episode.
This episode is bad. I mean, he has some sob story, but it's not enough.
I thought it doesn't excuse it.
No. We all have our sob stories.
Yes, we do. Joey more than anyone, and she
Yes.
trots it out whenever she can. So,
Oh,
I mean, I
Mary.
think Drew's funny, but his behavior is really bad this episode.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's like despicable in a lot of ways.
Yes.
Um,
So Pacey and Nick are hanging out in the hot club, and
Hot
and
blurb.
Nick is really selling college life to Pacey. He's like, everyone in the city is your age. Everyone's hot and DTF. Everyone's drunk all the time. It's all paid for by Sally Mae. I'm like, that is gonna bite you in the ass, but enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, just wait, baby.
So Pacey's like, man, I could get used to this craft beer and cute biddies. And Gretchen's like, oh yeah, and he's like, yeah, it's a fresh start. You can be whoever you want to be. And that's like music to Pacey's ears because his whole life he's felt pigeonholed into being the class clown and the joke, and he wants to reinvent himself. You can kind of tell.
Yeah.
Gretchen's like, oh, you guys are like two peas in a pod or two slackers in a tub.
Oh, good one, Gretchen. Got him.
Kind of funny. And then Pacey like immediately starts pimping out his sister to Nick. Christine, what did you think?
Well, I mean, it's kind of a continuation of what's going on in the car trip up to the college.
Yeah.
Pacey is very uncomfortable with the idea of Gretchen and Dawson together, and he's like, well, Nick and Gretchen have a history. I really get along with Nick. He seems really cool.
He likes
seems
me.
Like, yeah, he seems like a better option than Dawson, so I'm gonna try to make this happen.
Well, to give Pacey some credit, if one of my guy friends wanted to date you, I would not be cool with it because they're kind of scummy. But I wouldn't. I'd be like, if you hurt her in any way, we're done.
Yeah.
And I just would never trust them, and I'd be, you know what I mean? I always be watching them.
Oh, I know. I'd be like, I know what you've done. Like,
I know you.
You're
I
not
see
dating my
right the
sister.
fuck through you. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't let one of my guy friends. You're too good for them.
Oh, Mary.
And
well,
I'm
you
sure that's
too.
how Pacey feels about Gretchen.
Well, it is, but he doesn't know how bad Nick is.
Yeah.
All he sees, he's very blinded by his hot tub and his sexy college life.
He's older and he's
Yeah.
cool and he's nice to Pacey.
And he gives Pacey beer.
Right. That always helps.
So Pacey's a little smitten. He's fallen under Nick's charming spell.
Right.
And
And he believes the bullshit that Nick trots out when Nick tries to play the part of the nice guy. Pacey believes that he's actually a nice guy.
right. Well, you got to learn that the hard way.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Well, Mary Dawson is again talking to Jack. They're talking a lot this episode.
Yeah, I love Jack.
I know you do. Yeah.
He's my fave.
Jack's good. Jack's good.
Yeah.
But they're talking about Graham's and her
But
relationship.
then I was mad at Jack because he said, he's like, when your new little sister or brother gets born, when they go to high school, you're going to be 36 and your life's almost going to be over. And I was like, what the fuck you, Jack?
Like, Jack, the life expectancy is much longer than that.
And also I was like, I'm almost 30. My life is not going to be over in 6 years, okay? It's barely begun because I haven't accomplished enough. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Jack. Screw you. That is a fucked up thing to say.
That's
Anyway.
what a high school kid says.
That was ageist. And then we can move on from there.
Yeah.
But I do like
Jackie-
Jack. We know I like Jack, so.
Yeah. Well, no one's perfect. No one's perfect.
He's just kind of like rinsing Dawson, dunking on him a little bit.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, he can do that. He can be a little quippy also.
Oh, yeah.
But Dawson wants to talk to him about Graham's and AI's relationship.
Oh, my God. Why is he so invested?
He's got real into AI lately. He has. He's doing that film or the picture.
Oh, God.
But Dawson's like, Jack, AI is dying. She's dying. And
Is he?
I mean, I guess. I mean, we're all dying. He's pretty old.
No, that's my point.
Graham's is old too,
So is
though.
Graham's.
Yeah. And Dawson's like,
like she's old, guys. It's not like she's 40. Like,
No, I know.
They're both. They might. It's a crapshoot at this point.
And it's not like they had like years together. Like when your husband of forever dies, that's a different thing than when.
Right.
Oh, I just started seeing this AI guy,
Yeah.
and now he's dead.
Yeah. Would they rather she be like never have love again?
I know. It's like at that age, death is just around the corner, no matter
given.
what. Yeah.
Yeah. All your friends are dying. It's like
Yeah. Like,
let me grab.
find
a little
love
D
where
while
you
I
can get it, young people.
You're like find love. I'm like find a little D.
Find a little D. Find a little D too.
Get a
Yeah.
little D where you can get it.
Hey.
Before the
That's-
Grim Reaper knocks on your door.
It's life. Yeah, you got to.
That's life and death.
Yeah. You're gonna die anyway.
Might as well get laid. Anyone she could be into will be dying soon,
Yeah. And Dawson, he's just so concerned because he's like, she's been through all this pain. She can't go through that again.
This is all about Dawson's pain. He's afraid of going through it again.
Yeah.
Right?
Again,
I mean, this is him thinking about himself.
Mm-hmm.
Subconsciously.
Yeah, and Jack is even also concerned about it.
Well, and too. He's afraid to love again.
Yeah, Jack does have the same phobia. That's a good point.
Yeah.
But Dawson doesn't think that they should tell, that Grams doesn't need to know that AI is dying. Jack thinks...
Doesn't need to know?
Yeah, Jack thinks that she does.
Right.
Jack's like...
Right.
Yeah, and it's funny because in the first scene, Dawson was like, Pacey, I'm telling you this because I wish you would have told me as soon as you had feelings for Joey, right from the beginning, instead of keeping it from me.
Right.
And Jack asked him that same question. He's like, well, Dawson, how'd you feel? You felt happy and fine when you didn't know about Pacey and Joey. After you knew, you felt worse, but would you rather have known earlier? And Dawson, from his own lips, at the very start of the episode, said he would have. So, that was an effective argument from Jack.
Jack, you're smart cookie.
Yeah. Gotta know the truth.
Ugh. Okay, so we're back in the basement with Drue and Joey. They're both very cold. I mean, what time of year is it supposed to be? Oh,
well, they just had the Christmas party not too long ago. Yeah, it's winter, I guess.
How can anyone tell? They were fishing this morning and they were not wearing winter coats.
Yeah, it's like, it's just wild. It's wild now.
It's all just one season.
It's like
post-climate.
I feel like people,
society.
People in the future will watch this and be like, yeah, that's accurate. Like, it'll just be all random.
About right. January, it's about 60 degrees out.
This is really a really clairvoyant show. It's predicting our climate future.
It is. But Drue's like shivering like a little baby. He wants her sweater, and Joey's like, absolutely not. This is my sweater. You were not prepared. Jolie's like, I'm gonna go scavenge I'm gonna be a hunter-gatherer because you're just being a nothing. So she goes around the basement looking for food. All she can find is expired food. Oh no, she loses her footing on the ladder because she's looking on a high shelf. She falls down. Drue catches her in his arms, plants a kiss on her face, and she punches him in the jaw. 100% deserved it. What a moment.
This was like so rapid fire. Yeah.
This was crazy. I rewound it.
Yeah. Drue was like, you're going to fall. She falls. Catches her. Kisses her. Gets punched.
What the hell was he thinking?
He was not thinking.
That's a dumbass move.
That was crazy. I was like, what? He just caught her. Oh, he's kissing her. Like, wow.
Yeah, he shouldn't have done that.
No, yeah.
He deserved worse than a busted lip.
I think she gave him a shiner. I think she punched him in the eye. Yeah.
In the eye. Have you ever hit a guy in the face?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Nice high five
for a moment like that, where a guy really caught me off guard trying to do something to me, so I clocked him.
I don't condone violence, but
no, but it was pure instinct. I didn't even see this guy's face. He came up behind me, reached into the back of my top, and tried to unhook my bra. A stranger.
Boo.
I just punched him in the face because I was like, "Who the fuck is coming out my underwear?"
Yeah, yeah.
And he was like, "I can't believe you hit me." I'm like, "Why the fuck were you touching me?" Like
what you expect?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna giggle. You're gonna get hit. So here's a warning to all you men out there.
Oh yeah, just be wary.
Yeah. So I had no sympathy for Drue. I had no sympathy for Drue.
Well, no, it's like he knows she's dating Pacey. He knows she has no interest in him. What made him think, "Oh, I'll kiss her. It'll be great"? No.
He knows she doesn't have any interest in him.
Just make that crystal clear.
Yes. Oh my God. So another trash man, Nick.
Nick is the garbage character of the week. Yeah.
I mean, one of many. But Gretchen is like being a boss ass bitch, and she's like, Nick, I've got a life now, and it's great, and I don't miss college. I got a house with a great view. I got a job. And he's like, Oh, I always love it about you, the way you stick your chin out when you're hiding something. And she's like, okay, I am not going to go upstairs to see your guitar, so don't ask. Which I thought was like a pretty badass line.
Yeah. And he loves, like, there's like a line on her chin.
Yeah, he likes a line on her chin. I'm like, no woman wants to hear that you like a wrinkle, okay?
That's so weird. Yeah, it was just like,
no, that is not a cute thing.
Oh, Nick.
Ah, fucking Nick. So then he starts scoping out the party for women for Pacey to bang. And I was like, you do not know who you're talking to, Nick, because Pacey does not play these games. Yeah, Pacey's just like, oh, well, I have a girlfriend. And Nick's like, well, she ain't here. And I'm like, you're a dumbass and you suck.
Yeah, this was disgusting.
And Nick's like, you should go for it. Your girlfriend's not here. And my bedroom is like upstairs and there's condoms in the jar. Why don't you bang that chick in my bed? I was like, you're nasty, bro.
Yeah, dude.
That is really gross, right?
It is gross. I think the columns are even worse. I think it was in a cigar box.
Ew, what?
I think that's what he said.
That's so gross I didn't even hear it.
Well, yeah, you probably blocked it out.
Probably.
Yeah.
And he's like, guys like me and you, we gotta look out for each other. And I'm like, okay, Brett Kavanaugh.
Oh,
you can see yourself out.
Yeah, and Pacey at that moment's like, all right, I'm not like this guy.
He's like, this guy's a scumbag.
Yeah. Big cheater. I mean, Nick has a girlfriend, and he's trying to mack on Gretchen.
He does have yes, thank you. He does have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yes. And everyone acts like she doesn't exist the second she's off camera.
It's pathetic.
No respect for that girl. Makes me mad.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh my God, Mary. Jen is not at a Fish concert. Fish is broken up by now.
Oh
She's seeing widespread panic. This is funny.
I've never heard of them.
Widespread. I haven't either. I heard of like the string cheese incident. I don't know.
Yes.
The Fish is like, I don't know. I can't keep up. But it's funny because I feel like back then.
Who is Jen being a groupie with?
That's a good question. Maybe you know what she did? She made some friends at that Gay Straight Alliance bowling.
Okay, yes, she did.
That's what's going on.
She's there with Toby, 100%.
Toby would be so into Fish.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm glad Jen's having some fun.
Yeah, good for Jen. Just Jen. Maybe it's just Jen. Maybe it's just Jen at the concert.
Oh, it's just Jen. We're going to get it in the spinoff.
Oh, God, I want to see that. It's probably the time of her life. If
any listeners have been watching Michelle Williams and the new Fosse TV show, let us know, because it looks amazing. Like, she's doing all these like gestures, these dance moves. Seems like she's really emoting hard. I haven't seen the show yet, but I've seen some trailers, I've seen some clips, and I'm very intrigued.
Oh yeah, the choreographer.
Yeah, she's playing like a dancer.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Jen.
I'm excited. Michelle Williams.
Amazing. You know we love you.
Yes, we do.
Speaking of love, Grams is crazy.
Grams is wild and out. I can't even take it.
She's like fucking hit by that Cupid's arrow.
She dyed her own hair.
She what?
She dyed her own hair.
Oh my God, yeah. Dawson's like, you look gorgeous.
Dawson's like, Grams, can I propose to you right now? Holy fuck.
Like, you look hot.
Like,
yeah, she has like a dress on, her hair is down.
Got a fucking daisy in her hair.
She's talking poems about violets, sticks it in her hair.
She's reciting poetry.
Yeah, she is so smitten with AI. And Dawson tries to tell her that he's sick and doesn't have the heart. He doesn't want to, because she's so freaking happy. He's like, I can't ruin.
She's drunk in love.
She's totally drunk in love. It's actually awesome to see.
Got me feeling so crazy tonight now.
I know. I was thinking about Crazy Love. I was like, damn. That's what it looks like.
Yep.
Yeah, Dawson, he's kind of like stepping around it. Can't really spit it out. And then Grams is like, oh, Dawson, I know he's sick. I'm a nurse, you idiot.
Yeah.
And I was like, Grams, you're the best. She's so smart. And also, that's very insightful to know that he came over just to tell her that.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever would have been able. I think all these characters are pretty smart. They could see everyone's ulterior motives very clearly.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can, but I'm not that.
Sometimes I can, but then I'm like shocked by things. So
Yeah.
sometimes it surprises me just how oblivious I am.
Me too. I know. It's like I feel like I'm a pretty decently observant person, and I try to pay attention to stuff. But there's things that I just like, wow, that blindsided me.
Right over my head.
Yeah.
And the people I really trust are the people that can really deceive me, which is too bad, but...
Well, yeah. Well, you're not. Those are the people that you're not like on guard with.
Right.
Looking at for all the like possible motivations.
It's true. Yeah, I was listening to a podcast recently, and it was talking about how when you like fall in love with someone and you're trying to really learn a lot about them, you really pay attention. And then once you fall in love with them and you feel like you know them a certain amount, you start to view everything they do through a lens of like all your past experiences. So you stop paying attention to them and you just like equate everything they do with like all of your past similar experiences when things happen. So it's really important to like remind yourself like this is a specific human.
Yeah, well, that's interesting because that's kind of what, like, Nick kept talking to Gretchen, like, I know you so well.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
he
have
doesn't.
a veggie burger ready for you, all this stuff.
He doesn't
And
know cheese.
Gretchen's changed. I mean, she
Yes.
may have used to be like that. Not anymore. People do grow and change. I
Yeah.
mean, some people like to say people don't change,
They do.
but change is definitely inevitable. Like,
Yeah.
if you didn't change, we wouldn't be able to speak. Like it's like that basic.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, hopefully Graham's is like soaking up all the AI she can get right
Oh
now.
my god.
She's super
yes.
observant. She can tell he's sick. Like, yeah, that's interesting,
Yeah.
Mary. She's super in love and can tell.
Right.
And a professional experience. And she has like this very extreme quote about how she's okay with the fact that he's sick because she tells Dawson, a single moment of true joy is more powerful than a lifetime of sorrow.
Wow.
Grams.
Preach, Grams.
Oh, Grams.
Grams. It's good to see her happy.
Oh, it's
That's
great.
probably how Jen got out of the house to go to that concert.
Oh, probably. So I'm taking advantage of this.
Way a single Grams would have let Jen go to a fish concert.
Fish, that's
she's doing
so
some
many
mushrooms.
drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Come
yeah.
on.
Mary, another great quote. We got
Yeah.
to kick off this next scene. Pacey says, "Your ex put the A in whole."
Yeah, he certainly did.
That's right. Yeah, Pacey's like, yeah, Nick sucks.
Yeah, he's really, the rose-colored glasses have come off.
Mm-hmm.
And Gretchen's like, yeah, Pacey, I know. She's like, he's the reason I left school.
This I did not expect.
I know. She tells Pacey about getting pregnant and having a miscarriage. She's like, Nick does not know. Pacey is so shocked by what a dick Nick is. And then he gets really, really pissed that Gretchen told Dawson before she told Pacey. And Gretchen's like, well, Dawson's my friend. And Pacey's like, well, I'm your brother. And she's like, yeah, with a very specific idea of how a sister is supposed to behave. I left school to work on who I want to be. I can't try fitting that into everyone else's idea of who that is. I mean, mic drop, right?
Yeah, that's some profound insight for a woman that young.
Yeah.
But very true. Yeah, you do. You need your space to reinvent yourself and just figure out who you are.
Exactly.
Outside of, like you were saying, other people's impressions.
Right. And expectations.
Yeah.
And it's true. Pacey does. He lives inside of these kind of like very black and white boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and probably just because he's so young, but I can see how if you're older and you're going through some shit, you don't want to be subjected to that.
No, because then you have to keep up the act.
Yeah, and she'd have to like, say things to him just to make him feel better.
Yeah, she's got enough to deal with.
Right.
Yeah, that was amazing. I also liked how she talked about Nick, because Pacey was like very much like, he's the worst, he's terrible, all this stuff, like very, very negative. And Gretchen was like, well, Pacey, the things that that you liked about him when you first met him, I mean, I still like him for those same reasons that you liked him.
Right.
So Gretchen's super mature. Like, she's not like, he's so evil, he's pure evil, I hate him, blah, blah. She's
dumb.
like, yeah, I mean, he's not the best guy, but I also am partially responsible for what happened. And I don't totally hate him. Like, there are things about him I still like, which is, that's Taoist too. That's very enlightened.
Yeah. He's not all bad.
I like Gretchen.
I love Gretchen.
Stan Gretch. Yeah. I see why Dee is so smitten with her.
She's wise, yeah.
She reminds me kind of like, she looks almost like Jennifer Aniston, sort of.
Oh, yeah, they have similar haircut.
Yeah, the haircut. Even like some of the, like her face kind of. That chin line. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Yeah, that was, I didn't expect her to tell Pacey though.
No, me neither. But I guess you have a few craft beers and the truth comes out. But then I was kind of upset because Nick swoops in and somehow whisks away Gretchen.
Yeah.
It's the lure of the D.
It's powerful. It's hard to resist.
I'm not talking about Dawson.
Great. Gretchen's like, which D do I choose?
Which D?
Too many D's to choose from.
Meanwhile, our favorite D is hanging out with old Arthur Ignatius Brooks.
Arthur Ignatius.
I will bet anything that I stands for Ignatius. And they're going over editing decisions, quibbling back and forth. And
AI is so dressed up, Mary.
Oh yeah, it's just the nines. He asks Dee his opinion on a pair of earrings that he bought for Grams. He wants to know if they're too much. And Dawson's just like, let's just shut this whole charade down right now. You are a dying man. What right do you have to get your dick wet? None.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, essentially.
That's basically what he's saying.
Oh, that's true.
Old A.I. Brooks is like, listen here, young whippersnapper. One thing worse than the pain of loss is the aching void of inaction. And old Evelyn knows that. God intends to kill us all. You gotta live and die on your own terms.
This was quite the speech.
And then Dawson's like, yeah, give her the earrings.
Yes. Yeah, that moved me too.
Did you think was it like earth-shattering speech?
I liked his delivery.
Uh-huh.
It was very dramatic. It looked like, yeah, he'd been in the pictures.
He's in the pictures.
It's a good, I feel like that God intends to kill us all is an important thing. We always kind of forget that we're mortal. Like, no one every day kind of contemplates their death. But I think it's in some ways can be healthy because then it'll allow you to live the life that you want to live because you know you don't have forever. So you got to do what you want to do now. So I think it can be helpful for that to have that perspective in the back of your mind and not be afraid of it. Just like use it to help you do what you want to do and you know what you feel called to do. And I also liked that Grams knew that he was dying. He's like, she knows. I know she knows. So he's just as observant of her.
Right.
Mary, they are so effing in love.
Are you jealous?
No, I'm happy for him.
Aww.
I find love inspiring.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I mean, I would like that kind of love, but, you know, I'm not like, oh.
You're not like, I'm jealous.
No. I feel like I used to get a little jealous, but.
Did you?
Well, don't we all?
Of TV characters, though?
Oh, no. Not TV characters.
of real people, yeah.
Of real people, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like once you're actually in love, you're like, yeah. I I mean, it's amazing, but it's like, it's not, everything is, nothing's perfect.
Right.
So.
It doesn't solve all your problems.
Yeah, when you have that perspective.
You're still gonna die.
Very true. Old AI knows it.
Is it true, listeners? If you're in love, do you still die? I think it's true.
You live on in all the ones whose hearts you've touched.
Oh. Yeah, Nick is trying to touch a lot of hearts.
Oh my god.
They're
Touch
upstairs
more than that, yeah.
in his bedroom, and Gretchen, is like, listen, we are past tense, and there is a lot you don't know about me. And he's like, come upstairs. I thought they were already upstairs, but he's like, come upstairs to my bedroom. And she's like, I don't know. And he's like, I don't believe that you really came here for your car. Okay, you came here to see me. You've come a long distance. Don't you want to go the rest of the way? Vroom, vroom. I'm like, wow, you are a dirty dog. And then Gretchen goes up with him. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was like, you know how like you see that like convention where it has that question or that quote, and then it's like narrator, she does. I was thinking like listeners, she does.
She does.
Mary.
She does want to go the rest of the way.
I was like, ooh, okay.
And Pacey is like ready to kill somebody.
Yeah, Pacey witnesses that.
He's pissed.
Pacey is pissed. He's like, oh, hell no.
Oh, no. You are not good enough for my sister.
Oh, Mary, remember how we were talking about nicknames on the recent pod? Joey, apparently, the busboys gave her a nickname.
Oh, yeah.
El Toro.
The ball.
That made me happy.
That was funny, yeah.
Yeah, they're still stuck in that storage room. I don't even know what it is.
Oh my god, they're gonna die in there. Drue's like, I saved your life. I was just acting on the moment. And then he like was like, why are you, for someone so pretty, you're really mean. I'm like, Drue, for someone so annoying, you really suck. And she's like, well, she like is like honest with him. I'm like, he does not deserve your honesty. But she's like, well, you know, my dad got arrested when I was young, and it made me build a hard outer shell. And I'm like, oh, you don't have to tell him anything. But he's like, well, my dad's a slut. And then Joey gives him her sweater. He does not deserve it.
She gave him the teensiest little piece of it, though.
Well, he didn't even deserve that.
That made me laugh. I was like, oh, he gets like a little square of sweater.
Shred.
It was funny. Ugh. But yeah, he tries to get her sympathy by sharing his sob story about his dad. But it's like, dude, Joey's dad is in jail and her mom died.
Her mom's dead, yeah.
I'm like, what do you do? I don't know. I
know some poor little rich boy. I mean, I can't.
And yeah, and then Drue is all perplexed by how Joey's dating someone like Pacey who's so different from her. Ugh. And yeah, he's like trying to drive a little wedge between them, I think.
It's like because she's not a pretentious, judgmental asshole like you. Maybe that's
why. That's a good point. Yeah, Joey's like, well, all the things about Pacey that are different from me keep me interested and excited, and yeah, they're positives, not negatives, Drue.
Yeah, she's like, it makes our relationship richer.
Yeah. So buzz off.
Yeah, how boring it would be to date someone exactly like you, you know?
I think it'd be amazing. No, I'm just kidding.
Listeners, a true egoist.
JK.
Oh my god, Nick is trying so hard to be seductive. It's making me queasy.
This was nauseating.
Oh my god, it was disgusting. He's like, he considers himself, literally, this is a quote, the cookie jar high on the shelf.
Oh my god.
I was like,
Nick, you're not all that.
You are not a Chips Ahoy.
Yeah, he has like his room's all candlelit. I was like, this is a fire hazard.
But
have these been burning all night? Like, my god.
Ugh.
It was really creepy. His room made me sad.
Ugh. He's like every guy, you go back to his place and he's got like a mattress on the floor and it smells of like a moldy towel.
Ew.
And there's like a random spoon with peanut butter on it on the floor.
Ew.
You're like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, Gretchen's like really, she was a little turned on, now she's turned all the way
She's
off.
turned all the way off. She's like,
like,
if you touch me, you're gonna find the Mojave Desert between my legs. You better steer clear.
Yeah, she's like, not feeling it at all.
Not into you, bro. Not into you. I got the D back home, okay? His mom cleans his room, so you spick and span.
That's hilarious.
Those crusty old sheets from 3 months ago.
Ew.
No. And you know he was screwing that girl in that bed the night before.
Probably that
you really
morning.
Want to be on those sheets? No.
No.
Yeah, probably that morning. Exactly right.
Disgusting. Yeah. He's like trying to sweet talk her, kissing her neck, pulling out all the stops.
Doing the most.
Really doing the most. Like, it's kind of embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. And Gretchen's embarrassed. I've got secondhand embarrassment. She's got firsthand embarrassment.
Mm-hmm. It's not a fun sight.
Cringe. It's so cringe.
Yeah, a lot of cringiness. And Gretchen is just like, that used to be enough.
Well, he's like, I'm the person that's wrong for you, and that's why a girl like you wants a guy like me. Oh.
Ugh.
No.
Gretchen's like, yeah, I've moved on. I don't want that.
Boy, bye.
Yeah, she's not that girl anymore. That's her coming to enlightenment moment this episode. And oh my god, Nick is already snoring.
Fucking what? How pissed would you be? Or would you laugh?
What?
Would you be pissed or would you laugh?
I mean, I think I would just die laughing. After all that talk, that game, and then be like, pass out cold.
He talked about the game and he took an Ambien. Good night.
That's why I don't want that kind of guy. Like,
that's why you cannot bring the D.
Yeah, like that would have been
no energy.
That would have been really poor.
That would have been some bad sex.
Yeah, the worst. That was funny. And then she's like, just kisses him and says, thank you. Like, close that book on my life. Or chapter.
Thank you, next.
Thank you, next. Hell yeah. If this were 2019, you know that'd be playing right then.
Yes.
That was hilarious.
She whispers thank you to him. No clue why.
I think for helping her.
You were my first mistake.
Get closure. Yeah, like she's like, I was this way, now I'm not.
Thank you for being such a D-bag. Now I can go get my D-dick.
It was like in her lesson learned. Yeah.
Chapter closed.
Yep. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, Mary Pacey.
Pacey! Being the hero that he thought Nick was. Being the good guy. Working on the car. The treads were fine after all. Of course they were. This guy fucking took the tires off of her car so that she'd be stranded in this college town drinking beer.
Oh, he didn't even change the tires? He just took them off?
Yeah.
What? Nick?
Pacey's like, the treads were fine. They just had some patches on them.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
This guy is a monster. Pacey fixed the carburetor, put the tires back on. And he's like, I can't believe you would fall for such a douchey guy like Nick. And then he's like, well, I wanted you to be with somebody that I understood. Somebody more like me. And Gretchen's like, but actually you realize I deserve someone like Dawson? Ooh. And she's like, listen, I came here to say goodbye to Nick and to this part of myself. And you know what gave me the strength to leave this douchebag Nick? Having a brother like you. Because sisters look to brothers for cues on how they should be treated. Listeners, is it true? We don't have any brothers.
Well, I don't know brothers.
How to be treated by a man.
We just have sisters and a kind of effeminate father. So.
Yeah, very effeminate father. We don't know what's what in the world of dating. Listeners, what do we deserve? I think we know what we deserve, but, maybe we don't.
I feel like I would hold any potential relationship to the standard of our relationship, Mary, if you don't treat me as well as Mary does.
Is that true?
Well, yeah.
I treat you pretty damn well.
I agree. I hope I treat you that well, too.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, know. So every guy I date from now on has to pick up the tab at brunch because you always buy brunch.
You better tell him. Be like,
you better buy my mimosa and my coffee because my sister does. So
yeah, like
that's the bar.
That's amazing, Mare.
Oh, it's funny.
Like, tell me nice things.
Make
me happy.
Call me at all hours and bug the shit out of me.
Text me nonstop.
You're like, text me during work hours and annoy me.
No, you're the only person. I mean, other people I don't mind.
Right.
But I always enjoy getting texts from you at work.
That's good.
And also other times, too.
Good.
But yeah, we don't have brothers. We don't really know how that works. If you're a listener with a brother, let us know.
Tell us what your experience is with that.
I am actually pretty curious about that.
Yeah, but I'm sure that, like, not all sister relationships are this strong. You know what I mean?
Mary, we have something special. It's true.
Yeah, because I was listening to the Other People podcast, and they were interviewing a writer, and she was talking about... She wrote about sisters, and she was talking about how sisters can be so, really... biting, and you could be like meaner to your sister than anyone else on earth and still move past it. And I was like, I would never be mean to Christine. Like, I would never want to. Like,
that
what
would make I would feel like so shitty if I was mean to you.
I mean, yeah, that was like, I was like, no.
It's like being mean to yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, be mean to anybody else. Like, why are you going to be mean to your sister? Like, be mean to the rest of the world. I don't know.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I just felt like, no, I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, maybe she's just like, it's family, so they'll always love you no matter what. But
yeah, but just because they will, don't bite the hand that feeds.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Just
like you don't want to ruin that. That would be awful.
Yeah. So anyway, that was my little notice.
Little sister spiel. Yeah.
Yeah. D, again, is waxing philosophical on the nature of fate with Jack. I mean, Jack and D, they can't stop hanging out. They're besties now.
Yeah, they are.
I
don't even know what they're doing.
Grams is busy, so Jack needs someone to hang out with.
Yeah, and Jen's away. That's fine.
He's like done with the Gay Straight Alliance, so he's got to hang out with D. I guess this is his last hope. D's like, yeah, I have no friends anymore, so yep, me and you.
It's like an AI occasionally.
Yeah, well, the AI is too good for him. Pacey's obviously with Gretchen. Gretchen's his only other friend.
Joey's locked up with Drue. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently... Okay, so Dawson starts asking Jack, like, do you ever think, like, what would have happened if you didn't get injured playing football? And Jack's like, well, thinking about it tends to be more debilitating than the injury because there's nothing I can do to change it. And he's like, I wonder if fear is driving your Tao. Your whole calm energy, is it actually just a mask for how much fear you're feeling about having a crush on someone that's not Joey? And he's like, Dawson's like, well, I don't want to make the same mistakes that I made with Joey. You know, I'm trying to start afresh. And Jack's like, well, maybe it wasn't mistakes that caused you to break up with Joey. Maybe you were always meant to be single right now so that you could be with Gretchen. So that kind of like blew Dee's mind wide open.
Yeah, Dawson's, I feel like he found a guru in Jack.
Yes, seriously.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. And Jack's right. Like, sometimes thinking about a problem, obsessing about it, it's worse than the actual problem itself. So if you just, like, accept it and look at it, you're like, oh, okay, I can live with that.
It's not so bad.
It's not so bad. But I was, at this point, I was like, oh my god, Dawson, give Gretchen the letter. I got really excited. I was like...
Did you?
I did. I was like, oh, give her the letter. I, like, wrote that exclamation point. Because I was like, oh my god, that would be perfect.
Do you think?
But it's kind of nice that Jack pointed out, like, well, Dawson, like, you, even before you met Joey, who you said was, like, your first love, you had this love for Gretchen, and there's written evidence of it.
Yeah, there's written evidence, but honestly, before Gretchen showed up in the series, we never heard a frickin' word about that Pacey even had a sibling.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, it's like, who is she?
Again, it's like, yeah, she shows up when convenient, and all of a sudden we're supposed to be like, yeah, she's your true love.
Yeah,
I
Mary
mean,
and
I think it would
I.
be stronger if he just met her for the first time and was able to fall in love with someone as an adult. I mean, why does everything have to be carried over from his childhood?
Dawson, he's got way too many issues for that. Oh my god. That baby is gonna come out more mature.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh,
But that is a good point.
I know.
And
I just
yeah, the
wish it could
writers
start fresh. You
might
know?
just
I
be a
don't-
little lazy.
It
Yeah.
kind of feels like everything important in your life has to happen before you graduate high school, or else it doesn't count. You know?
Well, yeah, maybe they were thinking about the audience.
Yeah, maybe.
Like a lot of high school kids are watching
They're not
this.
expecting us to be watching it at our advanced age.
Probably not. Like, you guys are too old for
You're
the
not
show.
the audience, okay? But that's fine. We get it. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's
We
part of
recognize that we're, too old. Oh my God, Drue and Joey still locked up. It's the next morning.
Ugh.
Drue accuses Joey of snoring. Joey accuses Drue of stinking. Then Drue's cell phone goes off. Oh my God, I was ready to slap him.
I'm surprised she didn't punch him in the other eye.
I know. She calls him a sick, twisted, pathological little pervert. He confesses to looking down her shirt while she's asleep. I mean, he plays it off as a joke, but like, WTF, right?
Ew, yeah.
Mama Drue busts in the door, pointing fingers at Joey.
Mama Drue.
Yeah, because Joey basically snatches the phone out of his hand and gives away their location.
Yeah.
And Joey's just like, peace out. I don't even have time for these nonsense. I'm like out of here. I'm so out of here.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, Mrs. Valentine blamed Joey for
She's
getting
like,
them
fix
locked
your
in.
shit with your mom. You just held me captive. You just basically kidnapped me. 100%.
Yeah, she's like, I clearly did not want to spend any time with your son,
And she's
especially
got
not locked up.
Stockholm syndrome because she's feeling bad for Drue.
Yeah, well, Drue, I mean, it came out like, oh, you missed your time with your dad. And then he looks at her and Joey's like, oh. It's like, Joey, don't fall for that.
Yeah, Joey, come on. You're smarter than this.
Like, yeah, it's sad, but man, that's crazy behavior.
Extremely crazy. Why didn't you just get on the wrong bus? Like Eve.
Exactly. There's like,
You know?
there's a way to deal with it that doesn't involve making someone else super miserable.
Yeah, like kidnapping someone.
Yeah, wild.
Absolutely. That's some wealthy bullshit. That's some rich boy shit.
Yeah, he's gonna need a lot of therapy.
I hope he gets it soon. Oh my God. Oh my God, Christine, I know that you were so moved. You gotta take it away.
This was so moving. So Dawson does leave Gretchen that letter. I was like, yes, perfect move. He like pins it up to her one of the porch posts. So it's waiting for her for when she returns. And she sees it. I mean, she just got back from this awful trip with Nick. You know, she's like, oh, probably craving the D. Sees the letter. Perfect timing. Reads it. Mary, this is such a Dawson letter. This child, I wrote, he's so eloquent even as a baby. Like,
Oh my God, so true.
I mean, I didn't write down the whole content of the letter, but it like basically is telling Gretchen, our bond is so deep and so special and so real. Other people say we don't belong together, but in a few years when we're older and it's like more socially acceptable, we'll be together. And like, he's like, I have these really strong feelings for someone. I've never felt this way before. I feel like I'm always a flutter and I don't know what to do because the person I want to talk to about it is you, but you're also the person that's making me feel this way. And I'm like, Dawson! As
Yeah,
a
right?
child, you could write something like that. Amazing. Gretchen, of course, is like doing somersaults. She's like, oh my
Right.
God. She goes over to Dawson.
But she knew Dee liked her because he straight up admitted it.
But like, Mary, getting a letter like that, don't you think you'd be moved?
Yeah, I would be.
I don't know. It's like, that's like brave to give someone something you wrote when you were a child. That's so raw and honest.
It's extremely vulnerable.
Yes.
He's got game and a whole other league than Nick.
He's got what Nick is lacking: sincerity.
Yes.
And like
Genuine.
actual emotion. Yeah. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. So
Passion.
Gretchen comes over to Dawson's. He's basically just, what took you so long? She's like, oh, I had to deal with a few things. Put my past away. Oh, they kissed. Very. I was crying. This was like Dawson cries.
Knocking on Dawson's door.
Yeah. Christine cries this episode.
Christine cried. She texted me. She was crying.
I did.
Said, oh, you're a sucker.
Did you not cry at all?
I don't think I cried. No.
Oh, man, I might be just a little bit emotional right now.
I was excited about it. I thought it was cool.
I'm very happy about it. Very happy.
Yeah, I'm happy for them. I think it's going to be a good relationship.
Oh yeah, it's got a lot of promise, more so than any of the others. Well, I don't want to say that. There's some good relationships on here, but this one it's exciting.
It feels like it has longevity. It's a good basis. I think they're both going to learn from each other. It's going to be mutually beneficial. Feel good about it.
Mm-hmm. I just wonder what they're going to do. Are they going to watch movies next? What's going to happen?
What's going to happen?
Maybe they'll go on a double date with AI and Grams.
Oh, can you imagine more of a fucking dry spell inducer?
That would be so funny. AI would be like spouting off in his crazy voice.
AI, oh.
And Grams are piping.
Oh, no.
Oh, Dawson.
Grams would be like, leave room for the Holy Spirit, dear.
Yeah. Gretchen, why is your neck adorned on the first date?
Don't you know an unadorned neck is quite appropriate for the first date?
Oh, we'll have to wait and see. I hope that's the next episode.
That was honestly the best bit of advice I've ever, the best, most nonsensical bit of advice I've ever heard.
I feel like every morning when I put on a necklace, I think about that. I'm like, Grams! I'm wearing a necklace to work. What does that mean?
It's quite inappropriate.
An unadorned neck is the only outfit suitable for the office. Oh,
my
Mary.
God. Crazy.
All right, well, I'm excited because I feel like you have some exciting news to share.
I do. Listeners, I did my dare.
Mary!
Okay. Christine, you gave me a very easy one, though, for the times we live in. You gave me the guy's a fascist dictator. So, today I was talking to our mother, and I said, what do you think Trump's slogan is going to be for 2020? I think it'll be vote for me or vote for Trump, the guy's a fascist dictator, 2020. And she texted me back, do funny. I think she either meant so funny or too funny.
Oh,
but
Mom.
she had a typo that said do funny. So there you have it. She thought it was funny.
Mary,
Christine,
good job.
Thank you. I mean, it was a very easy one.
Yeah. Well, I think I had a pretty easy one too, but I did not do my
Oh,
dare.
Christine!
Oh, I know. I
throw something at my computer.
give a big Tinker's damn that I didn't do it.
gotta give a Tinker's damn to your excuses.
Oh, Tinker's damn it.
Oh, does not count.
I know.
That's fine.
No, I totally forgot about them. I just was not. My head was not in the game this week.
No, it wasn't clearly.
But maybe this week will be different.
Yeah, I mean, I've got so many things highlighted here.
Yeah, I think I wrote down some. There were some good ones this episode.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, I have one I want to give you. Do you want me to give you the one first?
Yeah, if you're ready, give them to me.
Yeah. This is a Graham's quote, but Jack actually quoted it. Love is the hardest of woods.
The hardest of woods?
Yeah.
Wow.
It could be a double entendre.
Sexual, yeah.
Yeah. That I thought was hilarious.
That is pretty funny.
I feel like this one will be good because you're in the acting sphere. Cop an attitude and win the Emmy.
Oh.
That's a Drue Valentine.
And win the Emmy.
And win the Emmy when he's talking about Joey's attitude.
Yeah, that is a good one.
And should I give you... All right, Mary. Should I give you a dark AI one? Or do you want a crazy Pacey one?
Dark AI.
Dark AI, baby. God intends to kill us all.
Oh, yep.
That is pretty dark.
Okay, do you have a character preference?
Oh, it's so hard for me to tell.
I know. I just have so many things highlighted.
Oh my gosh. Give me like at least one that's pretty easy.
Okay.
Although it was funny, the week that we gave each other the hardest ones, we both did it.
I know. That's why I think it's better to give a hard one.
Yeah, maybe it is better.
Okay, easy one. I'll give you one easy one first. Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Some things can't be forced.
Oh, that is good. That I should be able to say
That's
that.
extremely easy. Okay. So now do you have a character preference?
I don't know. Jack is popping in my head. If you have a Jack.
Jack.
If not, I'll do AI. And I'm always down for a dirty D. Sorry. Laughing at myself.
Okay, so you want an AI?
Yeah,
How
why
about
not?
gotta live and die on your own terms?
Oh, I like that. I feel like I could say that. Live and die. Your own terms.
Okay, do you want Grams or Joey?
Whew. Grams.
Grams? At my age, one does not date.
Oh, I don't want to say that.
You can say you just screw around.
Oh, that's funny, Mary.
Do you want the Joey one instead?
What was the Joey one?
The only problem I have in my life right now is that I have to be around you.
I don't think I would ever say that.
I know you would never say it, but
It's too mean. But it's a good quote.
But you've got a couple options.
I'm gonna write it down just in case.
Just in case.
It's a backup. Oh, I need it. My life right now is that I have to be around you.
That's exactly right. In case you find yourself in a storage closet with the Drue type.
Hey, you never know.
No, you don't.
You never know when you're gonna die. You never know when you're gonna get locked in a closet.
God intends to kill us all.
There you go.
There you go.
And you gotta live on your own terms, listeners.
And some things you just can't force.
Oh, we're whipping through them. I feel good about this week.
I do too. Listeners, this is a long episode.
Listeners,
So
I
if
think
you're
this
still hanging in
is
with us, you're a true blue ride or die listener.
this
which
this
means
is our longest, yeah.
That
I'm
if
sorry.
you haven't ever left a review yet, you should hit us up on iTunes, give us those 5 stars, tell us what you like about the show. If you want to interact with us, we are on Twitter. We're at Dawson Cries, WAH Dawson Cries. We have a lot of fun on Twitter with our listeners. We'd love to hear from you. It's just really like encouraging for us doing the pod every week to know that people are out there listening. It's fun for us.
I'll second that. It's really exciting. It's really fun. It's really cool. Thank you. I just gotta say thank you for listening. It's very rewarding to know that people are out there listening to Mary and I chat about the D. And we look forward to hopefully connecting with you soon. And I'll just say we love you. I gotta say it when
You
I
gotta
can.
say it. If you feel it, you gotta say it.
Gotta be sincere, like Dawson. That's what I learned this episode.
Dawson, he's so sincere. Yeah, he's warming up to, I'm warming up to him.
I know. I really like him.
Ooh.
I wanna write a love note.
Christine's like, I really, 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 really like you.
Oh, dirty D.
Do you feel it too? All right, that's all for us this week. Thanks so much for listening, and happy May.
Aw, happy May, listeners. Bye.
Bye.